V-Strom 650. Feels quite a lot slower already. First thoughts stepping on this V-Strom 650 is that the handlebar is quite narrow, but yeah, engine, it's a fucking V-twin, can only be okay, yeah? It's in my opinion, one of the best engine configurations you can have. Nice torquey. Yeah, bit feels slower than the 800, of course. It also is slower. No quick shifter. For me these days, just put a quick shifter on it. If it is an option, put it on it. Not sure if it is an option on a 650, but if it is, please always get it, because it just makes riding it more fun. Just the ability of doing brop 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 brop. It's pretty cool. Yeah, for this one, if you close the throttle and you open the throttle again, there is, yeah, just the smoothness is gone. Yeah, need to get a bit used to it. Just because if you open the throttle here as well, you open the throttle and there is a little delay. Clutchless shifting is good, really good. It's way better than on the CF Moto. Yeah, downshifting also, but downshifting on the CF Moto was better because of the delay in the throttle response, and it is cable operated, so I would think that this is very smooth, but it is not. So probably in the injection system there is a small delay, probably to make it a bit more friendly for beginner riders, which of course this also is. It is a beginner motorcycle, so yeah. Handlebars for me, yeah, could have been a bit wider and a bit more higher up. Because a lot of times when you ride an adventure bike, you feel that you're sitting very upright, the handlebars are quite high. But these handlebars, the first idea you have of it is that it's quite low. Maybe for smaller people this is perfect, but myself, I'm 1.88 m, and yeah, just feels a little bit on the small side, but only for the handlebars. For me, if I put a handlebar riser on this one, would feel perfect. Or just get a bit used to it, of course. Not sure if this thing has traction control. Yeah, it does have. I cannot read it. And I saw something flickering in the dash, so it does have a traction control system. No idea what kind of brakes these are, but feels adequate and good enough. At least on this one I can just, also cable operated clutch, can just use my 2 fingers, and the clutch is completely disengaged. Not sure if this is an adjustable lever. I don't think so. For the brake it is adjustable. Yeah. Overall, for the price that you pay for this bike, I don't think it's gonna be a good buy. Yeah, and the ABS just interferes before you slip the tire. In comparison to the CF motor in front of me, that one is slipping before the ABS is engaging, which is a bit strange, but yeah. And also just the analog dash, there's nothing wrong with it. Everything that you want to see is on there. It's readable, I can read everything. When the sun is on there, I can probably still read everything. The rev counter is nice and easy to read. For me, this is perfect. Prefer this actually to an TFT that you have to spend like your first 3-4 weeks of riding, that you have to spend learning on it. I think for me this is just better. Also, when the bike is 5-6 years old, it's not gonna look outdated. For some people probably this will already look outdated, but to me this is just a normal looking dash, and it will still be usable and just easy to use in the years to come. If you compare that with the TFT, for example, the ones these days you have with the integrated Apple CarPlay shit, yeah, who's gonna say in 5 years that it's still gonna work? Because then probably the phones have a different operating system. It's not matching their bike anymore. There is no integration, and then you're maybe back to your very big TFT display with a navigation system on top of it. I think with a system like this, it just cannot go wrong. Also, when you're just cruising on an easy speed, just clutchless upshifting is quite easy. But if you want, you can also do clutchless downshifting, also pretty easy. I think that's a big advantage of this bike, because it's all trusted technology. These engines they already make from somewhere end of the 90s, I think, and yeah, that just trusted quality. What was I saying about the gearbox? Yeah, this is just I wouldn't call it old technology. It is old technology, but it just trusted. You can you can abuse this thing probably a lot more than you can with these KTM engines. And I speak from experience, because I already broke a gearbox on a 1290 KTM with a bad action with the quick shifter. I shifted when I was like only giving a little bit of throttle, and yeah, just the gears smashed into each other, and it broke off 2 whole teeth of one sprocket. On the other sprocket there was 1 teeth gone. Of course, some shavings in the gearbox, in the engine. Yeah, that's just, you really don't want that. And I think on a bit of older technology, it's just all a little bit more sturdy. Or maybe it's just Japanese brands like Suzuki, Honda. If you have those bikes, I think, yeah, durability wise it's a little bit better. It's also strange when I'm going through to the marketplace, and I'm just wondering looking to all the bikes, then I also think like, a KTM 70,000 kilometers, quite a lot. If I see a BMW with 70,000, I'm like, oh yeah, that's an option. Yeah, I think for somebody who is not expecting the most powerful bike or the quickest steering bike, blah blah blah, all this kind of shit. If you're, let's say, somebody who is looking for the seating position or the looks from the modern touring bikes, then I say Versys from Kawasaki, GS from BMW, the Honda Cross Tour, blah blah blah, these kind of things. If you like the looks, but you want a bit of a smaller bike, then this is something to go for. I think with a bike like this, you can just hop on it every, I don't know, 10,000 kilometers or something. Go to the dealer for some new oil, the regular maintenance, and I think you can ride this bike for years and years and years without any specific issues or any weird issues. Let's go. Also on a high-speed corner like this, feels very stable. No issue at all. Also the vibration is not bad, not at all actually. Similar to the parallel twin. I would not say there is a big difference between vibrations. Yeah, not bad, not bad. Of course, for me, just an amateur reviewing some bikes if I have the chance to. Yeah, I'm always comparing to GS's, RTs, to the things that I know for myself, to my old Super Cube, to an RS-V4, an old GSX-R, the things that I know, the things that I drove a lot. I'm referring to those, and yeah, of course, I had a SV650s before, but yeah, the SV650, I'm in love with it. I really love it. But this, yeah, because of the lack in the communication between giving throttle and the bike reacting to the throttle, there is just a little delay that makes it annoying for me. But yeah, that's also just because you're not used to it. When you're used to it, probably you can override it. You can adapt your riding a bit to it. That's the only downside for me. Yeah, the power, of course, to my liking, it's a little bit underpowered. But that is something you know when you buy this bike. You're not gonna buy this bike if you want the power of like the higher class bikes. Yeah. Overall, I think in his class, this is something really, really good. Look, like this as well. You're not giving any throttle for a few seconds because you're going into a corner, and then you're coming into the corner. You want to give it some gas, and then there is a delay, and then your bike is falling into the corner. That's a bit, yeah, I don't know. Maybe with some getting used to, you know, like, okay, in the corner I need to give it at least a bit of gas before I'm in the corner, but yeah, a little downside for me.